Hello and welcome everybody to another Duskmourn House of Horror draft. I'm paulcheon and today we are sitting at Platinum 1. We are but a few days away from the release of Foundation, so we only have a couple of drafts left to go before we unfortunately have to say goodbye to Duskmourn and say hello to Foundations, which of course I'm always excited about. I'm always excited about new sets, even when it's a core set type set. We'll see how it goes. And then of course, look, if the set ends up not being that great, we still have Vintage Holiday Cube Season in December. All right, now before I hop into this draft, I just wanted to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Check out TCGplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. If you want to purchase booster boxes or singles at the most competitive prices, make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below. Additionally, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Additionally, they're going to have a booth on the weekend of November 15th through November 17th at SCG Con Columbus. So why don't you swing by and say hi? And if you actually go to the booth and mention my name, you will still get that 10% discount. Valgavott's Onslaught. Valgavott's Onslaught. Charred Foyer. Nope, we are not going to be doing that. All right, well, this pack stinks. We have a Lionheart Glimmer, which is pretty decent. We have a Final Vengeance, which I think looks to be the best common out of this pack. So those are the two cards to consider. Final Vengeance and Lionheart Glimmer. Oh, there's also Fear of Infinity. You know what? Hold on. Look, there's only a couple of drafts left, right? There's only a couple of drafts left. I haven't drafted black-white or black-blue very often. So those could be directions that I'm interested in. Actually, if I choose to do that, it's probably best just to start with Final Vengeance here. And Fear of Infinity, if it tables, that'll be a great sign that blue-black is open. And if not, then maybe we can move into the Reanimator deck. I also wouldn't fault anybody for taking the Glimmer out of this pack, but let's take Final Vengeance as it does keep us open to drafting two of the archetypes that we have still yet to play too much of as of late. All right, this pack is awesome. There is a Roaring Furnace Steaming Sauna. There is a Sporogenic Infection, which is a decent removal spell. And then Inquisitive Glimmer. There's a Beastly Beatdown as well, and then Percussionist to a lesser degree. But a lot of good options here. Now, I could draft the Grixis deck. Maybe some kind of Grixis Rooms deck. Look, like I said, I'm trying to have fun and win at the same time. This is a cool rare. Let's take the Roaring Furnace Steaming Sauna here and see where things go. Like I said, maybe Grixis Control, right? Black-blue with a little splash for the Roaring Furnace. If we can pick up some nice lands, that would be nice. Now, if I was try-harding, would I have first picked Final Vengeance? I don't know. There's a chance I could have taken the Glimmerheart, the Lionheart Glimmer into the Inquisitive Glimmer, which would have also been a really, really good blue-white start. Here, there is a couple of interesting options. There's Fear of Infinity, Final Vengeance, and Glassworks. I'm going to avoid the Glassworks here. And there is Fear of Infinity. You know what? Let's take the Fear of Infinity. Let's move into blue-black. We haven't done the blue-black thing. I don't think I want multiple kind of copies of Final Vengeance anyways, unless I'm red-black specifically. So let's just take the Fear of Infinity and move in. Move in early. Move in early. Ooh, Ghostly Keybearer plus Steaming Sauna to trigger the Roaring Furnace. That's interesting, but I don't think I want to take this. I think I want to take a more controlling card here instead. Blue-black is doing the eerie thing. I'm going to take Glimmerburst here. Just a fantastic card. Particularly, I think blue-black will likely be kind of more of a controlling color combination. So kind of interested in that. Here we have the choice between Machete and the Cynical Loner. Loner is nice because it gets Fear of Infinity. And it's a 2-drop. There's also Winter's Intervention, but yeah. Split Skin Doll here, it should definitely not be in the pack 5th pick, which is a little bit sad to see, but I will take the Cynical Loner here over the Conductive Machete, just because I think it's really cool to be able to go put that Fear of Infinity in the graveyard. Now we'll just take a Meat Locker for this deck. There's a Most Valuable Slayer, which is also fine, but hey, this is setting up nicely. We have lots of card draw effects in Glimmerburst, Meat Locker, and the Roaring Furnace, potentially on the splash. Now I'll take an Innocuous Rat, which is an excellent blocker. Works really well with the Final Vengeance as well. These counters are fine, but I think blue-black has a real tough time with solid 2-mana plays. And for that reason, I want to take the Innocuous Rat. I think I'm just going to take another loner here. Seems fine, particularly if I get a second copy of Fear of Infinity. I think Fear of Infinity was it in this pack? It might have been in this pack. Anyways, it might have been the next pack. Nope, it wasn't the pack with the loner. So somebody took Fear of Infinity. That's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Still have a decent base here so far. A little bit sad that I'm fighting somebody potentially for a blue-black card, but hopefully somebody just kind of speculatively took it and blue-black actually is open. That would be the ideal scenario here for us. Tunnel Surveyor is okay. We have a couple of things to do with the Final Vengeance, which I like. Here, I don't like any of these creatures. They're all replacement level, and I would be pretty upset playing any of them. So I'm going to take the Strangled Cemetery as a speculative card in case I open something like a Swarmweaver, or I'm interested in splashing Drag to the Roots. Don't really care too much for the Megalodon. Also a nice way to get Delirium randomly, if that's kind of what we're interested in doing. I don't think the blue-black deck is turbo decking itself, so I don't think I need the Chandelier. And I'm not really manifesting them anyways. I'll take the Amalgam, but I wouldn't be too happy if I had to play this. I mean, all in all, this deck doesn't look particularly strong. We have a few uncommons, but the only way I feel like a blue-black deck works is with bombs or a million uncommons. But like I said, we only have a few drafts left. Let's try to have some fun. Another Megalodon. Okay, just a bunch of mediocre blue and black cards, just the way we like it. Oh yeah, add to the group. Okay, so this is actually interesting. So there's no good blue or black card, and there's an Omnivorous Flytrap, which I would be interested in splashing, as it is a kind of bomb level card worthy of a splash. There is the Flytrap and also the Brood Spinner. I think on the splash, I like the Flytrap a little more. And we do have the Strangled Cemetery. So why don't we take that just because we're not missing out on too much? Yeah. Let's take the Flytrap here. Tunnel Surveyor tabling does... I mean, it feels like blue was reasonably open. We didn't see a ton of green cards. Ooh, Glimmer Seeker. That's a good one, but... that is not something that we're interested in taking. I don't mind Get Out, but I think Sporogenic Infection is just better. We're actually lacking interaction, and it does also work well with the Final Vengeance that we have, so pretty happy enough with that. A lot of good cards here in this pack, though. A lot of good Boros cards. Glimmer Seeker, Arabella trapped in the screen along with Breakdown the Door. But I think Sporogenic Infection is completely fine, completely reasonable. And yeah, I will play this one copy of Final Vengeance. We have the Infection, the Rat, and the Fear of Infinity. So a couple of nice ways couple of nice fodder cards to throw away to the Final Vengeance. And here, wow, another weak pack. I guess maybe black wasn't super open. I don't know. We saw the Cynical Loners. I'll take a Murky Sewer. Like, if I'm going to splash the Omnivorous Flytrap, I'm reasonably happy taking this. What I'm not happy with is taking the Murky Sewer second pick. That is something I am not happy about. There's a Painter Studio, which is nice, but not on color. There is an Erratic Apparition, which I'm not really interested in taking third pick. I'd much rather take a Glimmerlight or a Final Vengeance. There's also a Strangled Cemetery. There's also another Final Vengeance. I'm going to take another Final Vengeance. Let's just take the removal spells. I like the Glimmerlight as well, but I feel like we already have a decent setup for the Final Vengeance, given that we have the Infection and the Innocuous Rat, and maybe even Tunnel Surveyor to some degree. So I'm going to take the second copy of that one. I'm not entirely sure that I want to play the Steaming Sauna if I don't have access to red mana. If I have other ways to draw cards, this might be the card that we cut. And we already have Glimmerburst and Meatlocker here. Okay, there's a Murder. I guess I take it. Fear of Burning Alive is fantastic. Conductive Machete is also fine. I wonder if I take the Machete. You know what? I'm just going to... Look, I'm Dimir Control. I'm just going to take all the removal spells and all the card draw effects. This pack is fairly weak. So I think I will take the Blazemire Verge, because this just taps for black, and it gives me red if I have another swamp. And I think I'm going to take that over the Resurrected Cultist. And this means that, yeah, I mean, even with one red source, that's a huge difference, and that means that I can probably play the Roaring Furnace. Here, there's nothing that's that great, so I'll take the Lakeside Shack. Stocked Researcher is an okay 2-mana play here. Obviously, Percussionist is great, but this just makes it so that it's a lot easier to be able to actually splash the Flytrap. This pack is weak. There's a Glimmer. I guess white was the card to be. I will take Fear of Lost Teeth in case I actually do need a cheap card to play, because we are lacking in cheap things to do, and it doesn't go too poorly with this Final Vengeance that we have. Here I'll take a land because there's no world where I'm playing Given to Violence in this deck. And now we have... I could see myself playing the Cultist, honestly, especially with double Loner. Having a Cultist and a Fear of Infinity doesn't seem like it's actually the worst. So working on some synergies here. But certainly not a powerful deck by any means. I wonder if Haunted Screen could make its way in here, just because we're looking to splash green and possibly even the red. And this is slow, but it also gives us kind of a way to win in the late game. So, you know, I'm not gonna discount the idea just yet. Let's just put it that way. All right, blue and black cards is what we're looking for here. Scorching Dragonfire being the best card in this pack. There is a Paranormal Analyst, but we don't have any Manifest. We have an Innocuous Rat here so far, and that's it. I think I'm still going to take it because the upside is so high. Hopefully we can pick up a few Manifest cards, and it's a 2-mana play. So let's go ahead and take that. And now we have an extremely weak pack for us. There is a Sawblade Skin Ripper, which I could play on the splash. There's a Glassworks that I could also play on the splash. I don't know. I don't know that my mana is good enough to look to take off-color cards. Maybe I take a third Final Vengeance. The issue is I don't have enough fodder with this. I mean, it's a good card, but I just have to be really careful with kind of the rest of the draft here to make sure that I have enough things to sacrifice with the Final Vengeance. Here, there's a Vengeful Possession. There's a Spectral Snatcher. I'm just going to take Conductive Machete. We don't have any 4-drops, and it is something to... It's a Manifest card also with the Paranormal Analyst, and a Mana Sink in the late game, and also an artifact for the Flytrap. And given the triple Final Vengeance, I might be more interested in playing the Sphere of Lost Teeth. And now this is interesting. Wow. Boros was obscenely open. Midnight Mayhem, Unsettling Twins, Glassworks. It is what it is. It is what it is. You know, in a Dimir control deck, I feel like Duskmourn's Domination might actually be playable. I have a lot of removal, especially with triple Final Vengeance. I have a lot of cheap removal already. But you know what? I'm actually going to take Twist Reality over the Murder. Yeah, just because this does feel like a deck that could use the counter spells. It acts as a creature as well for the Paranormal Analyst. So I do think this could be a good Twist Reality deck. As long as our mana actually makes it work. Just because, like I said, I have 3, 4, 5 kill cards. I mean, maybe I should have taken the Murder, given that I took a second Twist Reality. I don't know. Here we have a Lakeside Shack versus Bottomless Pool versus Cynical Loner. Certainly don't want Final Vengeance number 4. I'm going to take Bottomless Pool. I just think this card's too good. Also, it's nice with the Final Vengeance because it's a 1-mana bounce spell, and then I can sack the enchantment with the Final Vengeance. Here I'll slam the Cursed Windbreaker. Another Manifest card to go with the Paranormal Analyst. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I mean, this is a deck. Is it a good deck? Absolutely not. Is it playable? Hopefully. We'll go with hopefully. All right, that's a random late game win condition. I'll take the Snatcher. I mean, I'm not even sure I want to play the Cultist, to be honest. I do have the double Loner, but I have the Fear of Infinity already. If there was only a way to get back some of these creatures, that would be nice. No white card to splash. There's a red-white land. And I even have a green-white land. I'll take Rite of the Moth. Can I splash this somehow? I mean, I'm not playing any of these other cards. Double white to flashback? Probably not. This doesn't feel like a Piranha Fly deck. Let's take Fanatic of the Harrowing. Ooh. I don't think I need a second Snatcher. Let's just take the Shack. Just to have a little better... Let's just have better mana fixing. I don't really like Killer Mask. And, you know, I'm not a big fan of the Scrabbling Skullcrab in general. I'll do an enchantment count. I don't think I have enough, though. This deck actually does not have that many enchantments. 5? Yeah, that's not enough. Okay. Let us take a look. I'm playing only one mountain here, tops. And this is only assuming I have enough of the other colors. So I have the Spectral Snatcher, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I don't think I need any more black. 5. I do think I want one more blue. Because this gives me 6, 7, 8, 9 blue for the double twist reality. And 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17. And I don't mind playing 17 lands here with the Haunted Screen and the Snatcher. Feel like I'll be able to use my mana pretty well with the Meat Locker and the Roaring Furnace and other card draw effects. I don't think I need any forest with the triple green land and the Haunted Screen. So, all right, I just need to cut one card here, and this is our... Hey, now I can at least say I made an honest attempt at drafting Dimir Control, green-white, and blue-red rooms. The only thing that's missing is the black-white Reanimator deck, okay? All right, do need to cut one card here. What will it be? Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Fanatic of the Harrowing looks pretty bad here, so I think that's probably the card that I'm going to cut. I just don't need another 4-mana play. I just want to keep my curve somewhat low-ish. And yeah, let us try this out. Blue-black kind of control. Really wish I had a few more things to do early. There is the Fear of Lost Teeth, actually. I am convincing myself I think I do need the Fear of Lost Teeth here, and we can cut something else. I'm thinking it might be the Cultist or the Spectral Snatcher. And I actually do feel like I have enough things to do on turn 3 with the twist realities and the murders where, yeah, let's just cut the Cultist. I mean, I don't have to get too crazy with the Loner, and this should be fine. All right. Let us try our 4-color Dimir-ish control deck. All right, now before round 1 starts, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Special shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for all your support. It really means a lot and really does help me make all of this content on a daily basis. All right, on the play here, this hand looks like a cube hand, like a bad cube hand. We have a bunch of lands. We have Haunted Screen, Roaring Furnace, Murder. Yes. Oh no. Our opponent played a Veteran Survivor. Oh, should I have led with Swamp? That's actually really interesting. Whatever. I'm going to play my tap lands here first. Next turn I can play this and then play Murder if I need to. Let's just kill that now. I feel like it's pretty unlikely for the Survivor to go off, but we'll see. Next turn, I can go Haunted Screen into Roaring Furnace. I don't know if it's greedier or not, but I can just go for a Glimmer Burst block Survivor and see if that gets me there. Right? Maybe that's fine. Well, this is not great. That's a Screaming Nemesis. How do I deal with this? I don't even know. I can't Roaring Furnace it. Oh my gosh, I take 70 trillion damage. We gotta kill the Cult Healer here. And I guess I play Cynical Loner and Fear of Lost Teeth. Actually, maybe it's just Cynical Loner. Because if they kill this, I don't want to chump with this. I don't know. Screaming Nemesis is just a big problem. I didn't see any unable to screams or anything like that. Oh, geez. Okay. I really don't know how to deal with this card. Oh, maybe I should have Cursed Windbreaker first. Oh, I even sequenced that wrong. See? I'm just so out of my element here. I could have played a Haunted Screen as well. I mean, Screaming Nemesis is such a good aggressive creature, particularly if I don't have a way to kill it here. It's really brutal. It looks like they have nothing, though. It looks like they have nothing, and maybe then it's okay. Okay. Well, the problem is it's gonna not be nothing. Oh my gosh. Not playing the Haunted Screen was actually so brutal here, because I could have gone Bottomless Pool plus Spectral Snatcher, but now I can't. Yeah, that was really bad for me. So I attack with the Flyer because if their plan is to attack with Escort plus Nemesis, I can block the Escort with the Snatcher. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the Nemesis. I could like chump with Fear of Lost Teeth. I don't know. Exercise, okay. Oh, this is gonna be so painful. Okay, I guess we eat Screaming Nemesis. Alright, I take 6. I take 6. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Three, 4, 5, 6. Whew. What do I want to do? Alright, they're at 2. And I have a counterspell up. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wow. Okay. That one was really close. I should have played the Haunted Screen. Damn it. Okay, it's okay. We still won. 1-0. 1-0. Alright, opponent on the play here. We have Bottomless Pool into Final Vengeance. Meat Locker. I mean, I'm just saying we have a lot of ways to buy time, which is good. But our opponent leading with Mountain into Norin is kind of annoying. And I will just go ahead and bounce it. Like, it's just important to keep our life total low, honestly. Or, sorry, life total high. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Especially against a Boros deck that's mulliganed. What do I want to play here? I want to cast Infection on the next thing that they play. I guess I'll just play Curse Windbreaker. Ooh, that's good. Paranormal Analyst is very nice. If I can find an untapped land here, I can go Haunted Screen into Infection. Okay. So yeah, why don't we do that? Now, do I want to... I'm just going to attack. The reason behind this is I actually want to keep that enchantment in play because I have another Final Vengeance in my deck. And I'm not interested in really trading my Analyst. I guess I could flip this up. That would be pretty nice. Oh yeah, that is actually super nice. Let's do that. Let's block, flip up the Analyst, and then kind of see what they do. Scorching Dragonfire. Interesting. I can either counter it, or just make a Manifest now, and flip this over. I think I just want to make a Manifest now, and get my value. Make a 2/2 draw card? That's pretty good. Ooh. Do I need... I don't think I need more lands, so I think I'd rather just have this and then just get back the rat. Alright, you know what? Fine. Exile your Norin. Get that Infection off. See, the only thing I don't understand about this is... I mean, I guess they get a token. Yeah, that's fine, but not great. They have one card left. Let's play a Drowned Diner here. We're at 15 life. Feeling pretty healthy. Let's discard the Island. I don't have any enchantments in my hand. Oh, I guess I do have Meat Locker. So maybe I should have discarded the Fear of Infinity. Yeah, maybe I should have. Alright, 13 or less. They have 18 life. Boom! Look at that. Look at that. 7/7. I should block. I don't know what... I mean, maybe I should have blocked the previous turn, whatever. Alright. Oh, okay. Piggy bank. Sure. Piggy bank, not... Too small. Too small. 3, 4, 5... I have 8 mana? Alright, now we just keep up Counterspell, and we win. They have one card left. Good game. Alright, they got flooded, for sure. Like 7 lands after a mulligan with a Boros deck. I mean, that's my problem when I play Boros. If you ever draw 6 or 7 lands, you just can't win. If you draw like 4 lands, and you curve out perfectly, yes, you can get there. Okay, what do we have? Ooh, we have that 1-2 punch, right? We have Sporogenic Infection into Final Vengeance. So that's basically, I have a hand that can kill the first 2 creatures that they play, which is nice. And then I have a Machete. Okay. We shall keep this. Okay. You know what? I should lead with Swamp because I have that black-red land. It's like if you have a Swamp, it taps for red. So if I draw that land specifically, I can play the Roaring Furnace. Glimmerlight. Okay, well that is a horrible Sporogenic Infection target. But it's okay. It's not a lot of pressure. Not a lot of pressure. And if they play a creature next turn, then we can put the Infection on the 1-1 and it'll all be fine. What I don't want them to do is like move the Glimmerlight and play an innocuous rat or something. That would be pretty annoying. Just like nothing worthy of killing. I mean, I guess in white-black is technically at its best. Haunted Screen from the opponent. Also playing a bit loosey-goosey here. Yeah, our hand is really slow. I mean, it would have been okay if they played creatures. I mean, at some point they're going to play creatures, but if they play that black-white grindy Reanimator deck, I'm not entirely sure how well my deck lines up against that deck. I bet they're all kinds of worried. They're like, what does he have? He hasn't played anything for the first 3 turns. How could he keep? Resurrected Cultist. I think I'm gonna need all my lands. Murder is an interesting draw. I'm gonna play the Machete and just see what happens. Like, obviously... Ooh. This is really interesting just because... I mean, I just feel like they are likely to have a removal spell here. So I should just put the Fear of Infinity in my yard. Like, it's cool to, like, flip this up and attack, but... It's all, you know what's also cool? Playing Sporogenic Infection and getting it back. Now, if they do kill my creature, I will go down to 11. I think that'll be okay, though. We'll see. That was a pretty good draw. I'm still going to put this on here. Get that eerie trigger going. Yep. And I could play Surveyor, but I actually just think playing Fear of Infinity is probably just better. I can just outrace this 2-2 anyways, and I'm not taking a whole lot of damage. So let's just get the Lifelinker in play. Seems better than just playing out a Tunnel Surveyor. And then if they kill my Fear of Infinity, I can just play Tunnel Surveyor and get it back. And then obviously in the super duper late game, I can also equip the Conductive Machete onto Fear of Infinity. Land next turn would not be terrible, especially if it was like a mountain. Appendage Amalgam. Okay. I see you. That definitely beats down. I do have to be mindful of the turn where they can activate Haunted Screen and attack, but they won't be able to do that for a couple of turns. If they play a land next turn, then they would have to end of turn activate this, then attack me. So that's probably what I'm going to try to save the murder for. Miasma Demon? Sure. Yep, that's good. All right, well, we're going to Final Vengeance the Demon. We're taking 5, going to 6. They like the card on top, which is unfortunate. Wait, what the heck is happening? I want to kill this. Being at 6 sucks. I'm just going to say. Being at 6 is highly unfortunate. And they kept the card on top, too. We're trying, but they kind of had, like, the perfectly timed removal spells. I guess there was only 2, but no, they're just beating me down. And because I kind of had a slow start, they might be able to run me over, even though it looks like we have a ton of inevitability with what we have in hand. I'm surprised that actually happened. Balemerc, that's what they kept? Wow. I have access to 6 mana. The thing is, I can murder this. They kept the card on top, though. But I can murder this and then play a fly trap. And that would make this a 4/6 fly trap. Then, of course, Haunted Screen becomes kind of annoying. But they would have to play a land. What's the other option? I can go Fear of Infinity plus... No, you know what? I think I kind of have to, actually. Yeah, let's just murder this and play this. I don't have 6 types just yet. Acrobatic Cheerleader? That's the... Little surprised at that one. Okay. Well, they don't really have any other plays here. Okay. I kind of want to attack with this fly trap if I can afford to. That's a little... The problem is... So I can go Haunted Screen, Roaring Furnace, but it only deals 2 damage. Which is not very good. Because of the Cheerleader. So maybe I just ignore that part. I mean, making a 3/3 Fear of Lost Teeth on this board seems awesome. And then I will play this. And I will play white, black, blue. And we can move the Conductive Machete. Also, I can attack with a Fly Trap and pump this and move the Machete after. But I pump this because it's a really good blocker, and then next turn I can pump this and have it give me a bunch of life. Kind of a close one here. Kind of we're on the verge of coming back here. But given that we're at 6 life, you know, obviously like a removal spell would be pretty rough, right? If they kill my Fear of Lost Teeth. Actually, if they kill my Fear of Lost Teeth, I still kill this and gain a life. And then I can move counters here. If they kill this, it's not too bad because I have this. So maybe things are looking okay. We shall see. And the Steaming Sauna too, I just got to be careful with kind of what lands I play. But remember, I also have Haunted Screen, so... Block there. Shoot this. Okay. That was great. That was a great exchange for me. Not sure about that one. Oh! Good attack from the opponent, though. Good attack from the opponent. Okay, so I now have just Fear of Infinity. They're at... Okay. Well, hey, is it going to win us another game? I mean... When you run out of things to do, you just haunt the screen. You haunt the screen and you hope for the best. Alright, that's nothing. I think they're dead. They can activate this, but it gets tapped to activate, so I think we got this. Alright! The Flytrap coming in clutch. Just a really good creature. Alright, we are 3-0 now with our Dimir control deck. Ooh, we are 2 wins away from Diamond. Remember, I just said my goal was to hit Diamond before the onset of Foundations, and we are heading in the right direction here. Okay, opponent on the play, no black sources. On the draw, yikes. Is this hand too slow? I have a Twist Reality. I'm gonna keep, but it's probably a bad keep if they have anything cheap. I'm really lucky that I drew that Spectral Snatcher, though. Marvelous Marvin. Okay. Wow, they didn't play a creature? Okay. It's a trap! You know, honestly, I'm just gonna pass. Like, this is a turn where I think they could play something really good. So I'll just take this damage, and then if they don't play anything, I'll just manifest. Actually, do I even need to? Because they have a Bear Trap in play. Alright, fine. I changed my mind. Alright, you can play whatever you need. You can play what you need. I should have probably just played Haunted Screen last turn. Given that they had the Bear Trap, like, the option of manifesting looks a lot less appealing. Now they're like, oh, better use this Bear Trap. Hatched Plaything, okay. Alright, let us tap this for black, red. Okay, well, we're kind of at that point where next turn, if we don't find anything, we can just get them with the Haunted Screen. Of course they have the Hover Ship, which is the absolute best card, by the way, against my Fear of Infinity. An exile-based removal effect. That is really unfortunate. And Surgical Suite? What the hell? That was a huge turnaround. Oh my gosh. I thought things were looking good. Now, and I thought things were looking okay. They played a bunch of really mediocre cards, and then out of nowhere, they went Hovership Surgical Suite. Well, I was gonna block, but then I play that card. Five types, not bad. Trying to divvy up the love in case they have Seize from Slumber. All right. They do have Hospital Room, which is really annoying. Maybe they attack with Marvin. Oh my gosh. Do they not know that the infection's on it? They do not. Okay. That was unfortunate for them. This Haunted Screen. Now, I don't feel good about this board necessarily, but we'll see how it goes. Hopefully they don't have an answer to the Haunted Screen. And them just throwing away a creature there, obviously, is very helpful. Oh, Savior of the Small plus Hovership, huh? Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Now we just need to find a removal spell, because they're going to get back a creature here and put it into play. So any removal spell, and we can win. Oh, they can't play... Wait, they just put themselves dead on board? Okay, I don't know. Okay, well, welcome to the end of Duskmourn. We are not playing against... we are not playing against mythic ranked opponents anymore. And yeah, I will take these wins. Hey, look, I'm going to need some easy wins. I'm going to need some easy wins when I have to draft Dimir control with no rares. Or, you know, black-white reanimator. I'm just like pseudo forcing them, so I'm gonna need every bit of help that I can get. All right, we are on the play, and I will keep this. It's got a bounce spell, a sporogenic infection, and of course our beloved Haunted Screen. I mean, this is gonna be my thumbnail, right? This card just literally just winning me every single game. You know what? It might. Given that I drafted Dimir, maybe it should be the Fear of Infinity, but the Haunted Screen has been just like none of my opponents have had a way to kill it. It's just like so weird. All right, my opponent played a dual land. I immediately feel like they're gonna know what they're doing. I don't know why. You know what? I feel that way. That's how I feel. I can't help the way that I feel. All right, Sultai, good stuff. I approve. They kept on top. Patchwork Beastie. Bottomless Pool. Look at you. Look at you using every last bit of mana. Look at you. This Wary Watchdog looks pretty bad in this matchup. Conductive Machete. Break down the door, okay. Pretty interesting how to go about this. I think I'm going to bounce this. Come back wrong? Oh no. Ay, ay, ay. I mean, it's not... I mean, they get a 1-1, I guess. It's not like that insane or anything, but... Kind of curious what I should do here. Like, keeping up Twist Reality looks pretty good. I'm keeping the Sphere of Lost Teeth back just in case. Yeah. This seems like it would be a good turn where my opponent would go ahead and play something pretty impactful. Come back wrong, obviously not being one of them. I guess they kill my token? If they do that? This is really weird. I don't know if I should counter this because I have Locker Room in my hand. So they kill this, and then basically Come Back Wrong kills my 2 tokens. Yeah, sure, why not? Wow, that's aggressive. Okay, that was good. It's not really a great use of their mana that turn. I mean, they can try to do the same thing with the Locker Room. The problem is, I'm the one who got to unlock it first. So now I get to untap with all the resources that I have. So it's a lot more difficult for them to justify taking a turn off here to Locker Room me. And the reason why I attack with both creatures is because they could have had a removal spell for one of my creatures. Alright. Yep, Weight Room is fine. We do have the Infection here. They have multiple comeback wrongs. That's impressive. Actually, I shouldn't have tapped the screen. Oh well. They have 2 cards. I have the Machete here, which is a much better use of my mana. Sure. I mean, they're at a higher life total. We'll see what else they have to do with their mana. But given that I have this Murder in my hand, I'm not super concerned about my life total. Now, if they move the Machete over to the Beastie, I'll just block. Probably don't want to take 5 damage. But if it's 3 damage, I'll take it. Maybe I should have kept the 1/1 back. Oh, that's a good sign if they Moldering Gym here. Do they have nothing else to do? I really don't understand that. I something is up here. I'm not sure what, but something is up. Drag to the roots, sure. Okay. We still get to draw a card. This Locker Room doing a lot of work here for us. Really interesting. I'm just going to play the Snatcher. Given that I have Fear of Lost Teeth, I don't feel as bad here. And this just is such a tough to deal with threat that makes them discard a card to kill it. And I can blow them out with a murder as well. So that's an Altenac, which is quite good. So we will murder that. And then what? We have two extra creatures to play here, so yeah. They're keeping their life total high, which is fine. And we are just going to continue drawing cards here. We have, what, 19 cards left? All right. Big board. Bashful Beastie. Okay. They're at 12 life. I just need to make sure I can't die on the crackback. I mean, if they're not going to concede, then I'm not going to attack with everything, so. All right. Seems more like a tricky good game than anything. All right, I guess they had nothing. Three, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Root-wise survivor, sure. Okay. All right, so this needs to get blocked. This gives +2/+1. So this gets blocked for sure. This gets blocked here. And then I attack with everything. Okay. Whew. We are now 5-0? 4-0? I don't know, but Diamond 4. We are running very, very hot. And doing reasonably well with our... Like I said, I'm not like super... Like if I drafted this deck in the Arena Open, I wouldn't be super thrilled about it. But here, it's working. 5-0. Okay, on the play here, Haunted Screen once again. It's our mascot. We have all of our colors, which is nice. Lead with the Shack here. Turn 2 Cynical Loner. If it connects, obviously we can get the blue-black uncommon. I don't even know the name of it because I never play with the card. It doesn't matter. Didn't get to live the dream here. It's okay, we'll just play the screen. Not get punished for it too much. Vicious Clown from the opponent. Let's play Machete. See what we hit. Doesn't matter. Let's play the Sewer. So if they play like a creature, what do I do? Do I block? Depends on whether or not they keep up jump scare mana, I guess. We'll see. Obviously, if they play... Oh, Split Skin Doll, sure. That's really, really good. Wait! Oh, they messed up. They needed to stack it the other way. So the thing you need to do with Split Skin Doll and Vicious Clown is make it so that you... draw the card first before pumping the clown. Yeah, that was a misstep from them. All right, we're just going to keep up the murder. Given that I'm at 6 lands here, no reason to land cycle. Anything we draw at this point isn't bad. So that's kind of what I'm going to go with here. Let's kill the Horde Caller. Good deck. I mean, good curve. Land. Nope. I mean, I'm certainly still just going to play it here. And gonna save the final vengeances here, I think. Midnight Mayhem. Sheesh. Okay. I mean, it's not too bad. It's really annoying. But we will play the Snatcher here, and hopefully that's good enough. They might have another removal spell for this. Certainly possible. We have a couple of these Final Vengeances. If they play a bigger creature here, it would be nice for us. But it looks like they're just kind of out of action. Let's just play a bunch of things. That's not bad. They have to have a 5, like Seize from Slumber? No? Okay. And that's another win! That is another win. We were able to stabilize from their pseudo onslaught, I want to say. I think it was the murder on the Razorkin Horde Caller that really did it for us. But now we are somehow 6-0. Lined up for another trophy and starting things off right away. Ooh, playing against a Mythic player. I think that's a streamer, I'm not sure. I think they play a fair amount, though. And our hand, I guess I'm going to keep. I'm on the draw. I have Fear of Lost Teeth and Infection here. So I do have a play. I do have plays. Oh. Drew a Murky Sewer, which is perfect, because now I can cast the Tunnel Surveyor and the Murder. Let's play the Fear and play the tap land. Okay. But we're playing against an opponent who presumably knows what they're doing. But let's see. Maybe they just kept the hand with all islands. Yep, they kept the janky one. We're gonna go with janky one. Well, I don't have double blue, so I'm just gonna play this. The old 3-mana 2/4 on the splash. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Okay. They might have like a manifest. Oh, Flesh Burrower, sure. Okay, okay. All right. I'm not gonna waste my murder. Let's attack. It's gonna block the Surveyor, sure. Play a Loner. We're getting closer to Delirium, all right? We have Creature and Enchantment, and we have an instant in hand. Bottomless Pool on the Fly Trap. Okay, why the Fly Trap and not the 3/1? Oh, they must have Glimmer Burst. Oh, but this can't get blocked by Glimmers. Oh, maybe they have a Vanish. They could have a Vanish. No, it's a Glimmer Burst. Sure. Oh. So we have Enchantment Creature. I have the Fly Trap. Land? Land seems good. This is really interesting because I can also put Fear of Infinity in the yard. I think I want to put a land actually. Oh, I should have put no, that was the wrong land. I should have put a swamp in the graveyard. That was a mistake. Because I actually do want to draw a blue source. Yeah, I actually do want to draw a blue source. So that was bad. I should have put a swamp in the yard. Okay, well, hopefully it's not going to matter. Okay. Island off the top? Nope. Okay. Damn it! Ay, ay, ay. Do I murder that? Oh, that's brutal. Flood Pitch Drowner is such a good card. Such a good card. Ah! Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't think there were too many things I could have done. I think the only thing I should have done is not put this land in the yard. But we didn't draw any enchantments yet for the creature. Slavering, yeah. So they kept the hand with like all islands and just had a bunch of green cards. Vanish from sight. I'm going to counter that. Now we're going to put the enchantment creature into the graveyard. Where is it? There you go. Wait, how is that a 5th type? Oh, no, never mind. Oh, you know what I could have done? I could have put a 6th type in the graveyard, but given that they're at 3, I don't think it really matters. So I think I'd rather just put Fear of Infinity for potential value. Okay, Slimy Aquarium. And the Fly Trap. Well, that should do it here for us. Yes! Clean 7-0, and we defeated a Mythic ranked player on the way, right? That was the end game boss. We were 6-0, trying to get the clean 7-0, and we actually played against a good player. Now, we'll note that our opponent did get stuck on blue mana. I think if they were able to go turn 3 Forest, we would probably not be in good shape. It looked like they had a pretty solid blue-green deck there, but you know what? You got to capitalize on some of the awkward draws in the opponent, and this deck ended up playing out far better than I thought it would. Which is kind of the theme recently. Decks just playing out better than I think it would. At least, unless it's Cube, then the decks play worse than I think it will. Anyways, let's take a look at this deck. Just a blue-black deck with just removal spells. We had some bounce spells. We had the Fly Trap with really good mana fixing. We had a few ways to get ahead on cards. The Bottomless Pool one game drew us a ton of cards, but we had the Meat Locker, the Glimmer Burst, and the Steaming Sauna, which didn't really come into play, but it could have in some of the games. So plenty of ways to get ahead on cards with triple Final Vengeance, Infection, and Murder for removal spells, some counter spells, and then some the kind of way that we won a lot of our games was with, of course, Haunted Screen getting there, and then the Fly Trap and the Snatcher. That is the one issue that I've had. I think Blue-Black has a lot of good support cards, a lot of good card draw and removal spells, but one thing that I've found is that Blue-Black has a lot of trouble finishing or closing out games. And of course, cards like Fear of Infinity help because it comes back, and then splashing the Fly Trap, and then the Haunted Screen also went a long way. Honestly, still didn't expect to go 7-0 with this deck, but I'll take it. I'll take it, and that's what? Trophy number, so we've done 4 Duskmourn drafts, and we have, since we came back from Cube, and we have 3 trophies and a 6-3. Not bad. Think we think we understand Duskmourn at this point. Feeling very, very good. You know, it's just feeling myself in general. Sometimes you're on a hot streak, right? Sometimes no matter what you do, you lose. But other times you have to recognize that you're running a little bit well, above expectation. And you just got to appreciate that as well, right? Because the worst thing to do is complain when you're unlucky, but not say anything when you're lucky, right? When you're lucky, you still have to appreciate the fact that you're drawing well and your opponents maybe are drawing so well, and just enjoy the wins. That way you do get to tilt off when you do lose. But you know what? Right now, I'm enjoying the ride and enjoying picking up these Ws while we are still waiting for Foundations to come out. So that's a trophy with blue-black. Now, do I have to force black-white in the last video? I don't know. There's one more video before I'm going to just be spamming out Foundations videos. Starting Tuesday, I believe, is when the set comes out. So fully be expecting all of that. But I am very excited to do my Duskmourn draft tomorrow, but also get into Foundations and see how all of that plays out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've been enjoying all of this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That is patreon.com/paulcheon. Additionally, check out tcgplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. If you want to pick up some booster boxes, that Foundations booster box, if you want to pre-order that, you can check them out on the website. If you want to pick up some singles to round out your Commander deck or to round out whatever deck you need for your next regional championship or FNM event, make sure you check them out. Click that affiliate link in the description below before you do. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for top-of-the-line Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want premium deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for our final Duskmourn draft.